This gear motor uses bearings instead of bushings. Behind the bearings in the driven shaft bore are ring seals. If the ring seals are worn, pull the bearing and replace the seals, making sure the groove is next to the bearing. Where the pump uses these sealing parts and a pressure plate, the motor pressure plates and small pocket seals separate the inlet and outlet sides of the motor. Replace the thrust plates if they are scored, eroded, pitted, or excessively worn. Inspection of the gear housings is the same for tandem motors as for tandem pumps. Another major difference is the way the sections are coupled. The pump uses a ring which couples the splines externally. The motor shafts are coupled internally by a splined shaft. Now you'll see the critical areas of pump and motor assembly. On pumps, be sure you install the seal packs correctly. The isolation plate with the rounded edge goes under the gears. The round edge goes down in the inlet side of the pump. New backup rings, O-rings, and retainers are installed in this position. The rounded edge of the retainers goes toward the gears. Also be sure the pressure plates are installed with the bronze side facing the gears and the rounded trap slots on the discharge side of the pump. The shaft seals are installed with the lips facing each other. Be sure the drive shaft splines are free from burrs or rough edges which could damage the shaft seals. A critical area of motor assembly is installation of the pocket seals. Cut 2 pocket seals the right length, insert them into the middle slots in the pressure plate. Grease the seals to hold them in position. Tap the thrust plate down until it almost touches the machined surface. Insert 4 seals long enough to stick out of the slot after they bottom against the bearing. Tap the plate down until it rests firmly against the machined surface. Use a sharp razor blade to trim the exposed end of the seal square and flush with the pressure plate. In some applications, it is necessary to time the gear sets as the motor is assembled. This JD290 swing motor timing tool is used for JD690B excavator swing motors. Insert the long, large pins in the bolt holes adjacent to the driven shaft and install the bottom set of gears. To be sure the bottom set of gears does not rotate when the top gears are installed, index the shaft to the vise with vise grips. After the top gear set has been installed, put the short end of the large pins in the bolt holes next to the driven shaft. The small pins should easily slip over the gear tooth under it. Do not force it down. Reposition the top set of gears until the tool slips over the gear tooth. This completes the part of the program dealing with tandem gear pumps and motors. Next, you'll see service tips on vane pumps and motors.